It didn't feel like the end of the world. It felt like the world had been abandoned. At 9:42 a.m. on a quiet Tuesday morning, millions vanished. No explosions, no warning, no explanation. Airplanes fell from the sky because pilots were gone. Cars crashed on highways because drivers disappeared. Hospitals went silent where Christian doctors once stood. And in less than 10 minutes, society cracked. But the real horror didn't start that day. It started after. 7 days later, the panic had turned into strategy. World leaders formed an emergency global alliance. They called it the Human Unity Initiative. A brilliant, calm, magnetic leader emerged from Europe, Daniel Viorelli. He had answers for everything. He spoke of peace. He spoke of rebuilding. He spoke of evolution. The disappearances, he said, were necessary for humanity's next phase. People clung to his voice like drowning swimmers to driftwood, because fear makes deception easy. In Chicago, 31-year-old Ethan Cole stood in his empty apartment staring at his wife's wedding ring on the bathroom sink. She was gone. She believed in the rapture. He didn't. Now the silence in the room screamed louder than any siren. On TV, Daniel Viorelli introduced a global digital identification system, mandatory registration for stability, biometric verification for buying and selling, universal compliance for peace. No one excluded, he promised. But there was a condition: total loyalty. Within weeks, the disasters began escalating. A meteor storm lit up the skies over the Pacific. Fresh water sources turned contaminated in multiple states. Crops failed across the Midwest. The sun burned hotter than normal. Records shattered daily. Scientists scrambled for answers, but some people already knew. Ethan found his wife's old Bible hidden in a drawer. Inside it, a note: "If I'm gone, read Revelation." His hands trembled as he opened it. Beast rising to power, global control, mark required to buy or sell, judgment poured out on the earth. This wasn't chaos. This was prophecy unfolding. Then came the mandate. Every citizen must receive the global mark, a small embedded chip in the right hand or forehead. Without it, you were cut off. No food access, no employment, no medical treatment. The world was being divided, not by race, not by politics, by allegiance. Ethan stood in line for hours, watching thousands step forward willingly. When it was his turn, he hesitated. He remembered laughing at his wife when she spoke about this exact moment. He remembered saying, "That will never happen." Now it was happening. The official looked at him impatiently. "Sir, it's required." The sky suddenly darkened. Not clouds, something else. A deep rumble rolled across the horizon. People looked up. The sun dimmed unnaturally. The air felt heavy, electric, and for the first time since the vanishings, fear hit everyone at once. Not fear of government, not fear of disaster, fear of God. Riots broke out that night. Power grids failed. Military forces enforced compliance. Those refusing the mark were detained. Ethan ran, not toward safety, but toward truth. He found a small underground gathering in an abandoned warehouse. No stage lights, no microphones, just broken people whispering prayers. They knew something the world refused to admit. The rapture wasn't the end. It was mercy. What comes after? Tribulation. Deception so convincing it feels like salvation. Control disguised as protection. And judgment the earth has never seen before. Weeks later, earthquakes split cities in half. Oceans swallowed coastlines. Strange plagues spread among those who pledged loyalty to the system. Daniel Viorelli addressed the world again, but this time his tone changed. Less peace, more power. He demanded worship, not cooperation. Worship, and that's when the illusion shattered. Ethan stood on a rooftop overlooking a burning Chicago skyline. Sirens wailed endlessly below. The moon glowed deep red above. ash fell like snow. He finally understood. The question was never just, what will happen after the rapture? The real question was, why would anyone want to be here to find out? Because after the rapture comes a world ruled by deception, controlled by fear, and shaken by divine judgment. And when the sky opens again, it won't be to take people home, it will be to confront what remains. So ask yourself, if millions disappeared tomorrow, would you be taken? Or would you be living through what happens next?